So again, I'm drawing a horizon. Okay, I'm drawing a horizon. And now I'm going to draw 2 points. One in the one end and one in the other end. 2 points. Okay? Your horizon could have also been in the middle, in the bottom. I just did it. I did it in the top because in the other class I did it in the middle. So in this one I'm gonna do it in the top, but I'll turn it around. I'll turn the paper around and do it in the middle too, so that you can see both. So I'm gonna do 2 so that you can see the difference. Okay. There's no difference. It's just space. It's just space in the paper. So 2 points. It's just space in the paper. So one's in the middle and one's on top. So let's start with a simple cube. We did a cube yesterday. So I'm putting my ruler and I'm making a line. Just a simple line. Doesn't matter the size. This is just practice, guys. For 2-point perspective, it's just practice. So it doesn't matter the size. So now that I did the line, I'm going to connect the point to my ruler and the bottom of that line. Make a light line and the other side as well. So this is going to be one side of the cube. Let's finish that. Let's finish that. So again, 1 point to my ruler and then put it on top of that line and a thin line. Okay, you can already see it. So now I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it. And make it a little darker. I'm closing it. So it's already a square in perspective. Oops. I moved the ruler. So that's a square in perspective. Now, let's do the other side. So now you're going to use this point, the other point. If I'm going too fast, let me know. And if you want me to repeat, let me know too. Okay, point to the corner. Okay. A line. And point to the top corner. Okay, line. And now I'm going to close it. We did this yesterday, but this is 2 points. Yeah, yesterday we did 1 point. Today we're doing 2 points. Was I with you guys yesterday or the day before?
The day before.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So there you go. So this is 2-point perspective. So now let's do the roof. The roof. So to this point, we're going to do opposite. Can you see it? Let me check the camera. Yes, you can. I'm going to go a little light. And the other side, point to corner, light. Okay. So now I'm going to darken it. Make sure your lines are light so that you can erase a mistake and darken what you want to keep. Okay. So this is very easy. This is just a review for some of you guys. If you took Mr. Godinez class, Mr. Godinez art class, he does perspective. Okay. So you can also do the invisible lines, the hidden lines. Remember the hidden lines? So a light line. And a light line. So 1 point to 2 points. Now I'm going to close it. It's a light line. Corner, bottom corner to top corner. So now I'm going to do the hidden lines. Hidden lines. It's a dash of the same size, right? Remember, dash of the same size. Hidden line, dash of the same size. And that's using 2-point perspective. Okay, I'm gonna erase it a little bit because it's a bit dark. Okay, there's my cube using 2-point perspective. Okay, now let's do a pyramid. Let's do a pyramid. Let's do a pyramid right here in the bottom. A pyramid. Okay, so again, a pyramid has a square in the bottom, right? So let's do a square in the floor. So I'm gonna do a square. A square. So I'm using the points again. Remember the points. 2 points. You're always using these points. Always. And now point to the other side. And the other side as well. So there's my square in the floor. Now I'm going to add the pyramid on top. How am I going to do that? First, let's find the middle of this square. How do you find the middle again? There's something you do.
The X?
The X, yes, thank you. The X. Very light. X. So this is a pyramid. Okay, now that I made my X, it's very light. I'm gonna make a line straight up. Make sure it's straight. If it's crooked, the pyramid will be crooked. So stop until you want, how big do you want your pyramid? I want it pretty big. Okay, so now that I made my line, now you connect every single edge to how big you want it. So I made it big, but let's start this side. Okay, so a hard line and the other side as well. And this point, the visible point. And now I'm gonna erase the other ones. So that's my pyramid. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but let's put light. So I'm going to add a sun in the corner of my paper. You can add it in the other side or in the bottom. So I'm just gonna add it here. Put a sun right there. So there's gonna be light this side, okay? So there's gonna be shadow on this side, shadow. So put a bit of shadow on this side. So in perspective, we add a value. That means shadow and light. So you can make the shapes look more realistic. Okay. So this one, it looks a little bit weird because it's right in the center. If it would have been on the side, it would have looked different. Okay. Even if I did it on the sky, it would have looked different. Look, let me do a pyramid. Let me do it. I'm sorry, a pyramid in the sky, and I'll show you how different it looks. Okay. So look again, a square, a square. I'm gonna go faster with this one since I already explained how to make a pyramid. Okay. But if you want me to repeat something, let me know. So I made a square like the other ones. And I find the center by making an X. And I make my pyramid going up. Okay, that's my center. And now I close it. I'm doing the same shape, guys. The same shape, but this time it's in the sky, not in the floor. It's in the sky. Okay. And if I add put a sun right here, the shadow will be here. So it matters where you put your shape. If you put it underneath, you'll see it from the top. You'll see the top of the shape. If you put it over the horizon, you'll see the bottom of the shape. Okay. So it matters where you put your shape in your paper. And there will be a bit of shadow here too in the bottom because the sun is not hitting the bottom. Okay. Huh. Let's make this into a pyramid, into a diamond. You can do that actually. So I actually erased the X. So let me do it again. Let me do it again. I'm gonna make this into a diamond in the sky. So I found my center and I'm going to bring it down. So this is a complex shape. Like it's not just a square, it's not a rectangle. It's a complex shape. So I'm making a diamond in the sky. And maybe I can erase. So maybe I could add color. So you see, that's my diamond with two pyramids. Let's do, let me see. I want to show you how to do an open shape like this, okay? So I'm gonna do this shape and, okay. And then we're gonna do a cylinder and a sphere, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do that. So we're gonna do a rectangle in perspective. Again, point. I'm gonna do this in the bottom. Oops, I moved the ruler. So I'm just gonna show you how to make an open shape. Wait. So this is a simple rectangle, like the cube. So I'm doing one side first. One side first. It looks a little weird, right? It's going smaller, but that's because it's going further away. It's going far away to the horizon, okay? So now I am going to make a vertical line. So I'm adding thickness to this shape. Okay, I'm adding thickness. So you see it's a little thicker now. Huh. So let's open it. Let's open. How am I gonna open it? Well, let's copy those same shapes, but lower. So I'm copying the top shape. I'm copying the bottom shape next to it. And I'm copying the sides. So make sure your lines, the ones that are standing, are straight, okay? Because your shape won't come out correctly. So there's my shape. Now, what about the inside? The inside. So I'm connecting the corner of that shape to the vanishing point, and this vanishing point and closing it up. See? So it's an open shape. Now I can put the light. So I see that the light is not hitting this side. So I'm adding shadow. To maybe you put your shape in this side, and so your light will be different. Okay. Am I going too fast, guys? Let me know. Let me know if I'm going too fast, or you want me to repeat a step. Okay. So you see, I added shadow. My sun's right here, and I added shadow on the opposite side. Okay. So now let's do a cylinder. A cylinder. So how am I going to do a cylinder? Well, first you're going to do a square. Look, let me do a square. Is it going to be standing up? Is it going to be laying down? Let's do it laying down. So I'm using my point perspective. Always go to the point. If your ruler is not straight, it should be connected to one point. That's the rule. If it's not straight, it should be connected to one of those points. That's the rule, guys. So either it's connected or it's straight. So let's do a square. I'm do a square again. And I'm going to cut that square into a circle. Wait. Okay, so a square. I'm doing a square. A standing up square. So there's a square. Now I'm going to find the middle. Not find them. I don't need the middle. I just need to divide it. So I'm gonna make an X. So I'm making a circle in perspective. I'm gonna show you how to make a circle in perspective, okay? So I made an X. Now I made a line straight up and down. And how do I make that line? How do I find the circle? Do I do this? No. I use my perspective. Remember, if it's not straight, up and down, it needs to use the points. So I'm going to use the point to make that middle. So see, a square in perspective. It's like sideways. It's not, you don't see it from the front, but you see it from the side. Okay, from the side. So that's a circle in that's a square in perspective with a couple lines. And then I can even add more lines. You can just add lines. Each line will help you even more. And I'll show you why. Okay, so I'm gonna do a circle. So this tip, and that tip are always touching the corners, are always touching the sides, okay? Always. So the other ones, you're gonna put marks to make that circle. So I can't draw a circle perfectly, but this will help me draw that circle, okay? So this little marks help me make that circle. Can you see the marks? So now with those marks, I can finish my cylinder. Just be very careful. Let me finish that cylinder. I mean, not cylinder, the circle. So I'm going to make a cylinder. A cylinder is like a soda can. Let's say we're drawing a soda can laying down. You can fix it a little bit. And then you can erase, or you can add another circle inside. It depends on what we're drawing, okay? So then I can erase all those lines, extra lines that help me out. So I drew it dark, but make sure to draw it light so you can erase them better, okay? Don't make the same mistakes I did. Okay, so once I have that, remember perspective, point of perspective. I put my ruler to my point, connect it to my shape, and I can make my cylinder. So 1, and then again perspective, go down, down until it touches the shape. That's my next one, okay? So now I could also, it would have been best if I made a rectangle first, because I could have made it the circle again. But just for the demo, I'm just gonna draw it out, okay? So that's my cylinder. That's in the floor. And now, once I add the shading, it's gonna look even more like a cylinder. So a cylinder, it's round. So it's gonna go from dark to light, okay? Because the sun is hitting it on top. And there should be the sun is not hitting in that side, so it should be darker, right? So let's color that in. So there's my cylinder. Okay. All right. So I showed you how to do a cube, rectangle, a pyramid, a diamond, a cylinder. What else should we learn? It's just a quick review. How about combining shapes? Look, let me show you. So look at this one. I combine the cube with a pyramid and then I cut it. See? So I put a cube, I put a pyramid on top, and then I cut it. Those are complex shapes. Look at this one. The bottom cube, I added another cube behind it, another cube next to it, and that's a complex shape, okay? So take a look at this cylinder. I started drawing another circle in the middle, okay? So I want you to also practice your hidden lines. So this pyramid, I really can't put hidden lines because that one's already, this corner is touching this and it just looks awkward. But I can do it in this side. So practice your hidden lines too, okay, guys? So any shape you want me to show you, or you guys get the idea? So I want you guys to practice create some shapes, since your intro just makes some shapes in a paper. And when I turn it in, I'll give you instruction. When I do the assignment, I'll give you instructions. And I want you to show me that you know how to create a cube, a rectangle, a pyramid, just simple shapes, okay, guys? So, but I'm still waiting to be able to add to the class. And I'm gonna be with you guys for a while. So I hope you guys are getting something out of it.